and welcome back to the GSL Codes. Tastes on our toast is here. We got another great match coming up for you guys just now. That was a nice little break.
GanZI, man.
Yeah, we think I had a great little break there. Chow down on a sandwich.
Yes, you
got
did.
my casting calories, ready to burn them off on this Terran versus Terran. And I can't wait to see how this game is going to turn out. I think jjakji is just too strong, though. Do you agree?
jjakji, he's one of the best players in the entire world right now.
Yeah, he really is.
His TVT we haven't seen as much as his other two matchups, which are probably the best that we've seen. But, I mean, we'll see, man. GanZI is pretty fearsome TVT. He makes some mistakes here and there.
And one factor, too, is that GanZI did not get quite the break that jjakji did. I think jjakji got to reset his mindset a little bit.
That's true.
After that game against Sen.
But he had to play a TVZ while GanZI just played a TVT. So
that's a good point. There's we can spin this either way, actually.
Yeah, man.
All right.
We're like the Harlem Globetrotters here.
We can. That's what I feel like when I watch Slayer's Boxer play and he wins. Harlem Globetrotters. All right. So it will be another Terran versus Terran. jjakji, a GSL champion, against GanZI, someone who just managed to eliminate Slayer's Boxer. Who will move on? We're going to find out soon here in the GSL Codes. Thank you, Hot Six, for sponsoring our tournament. In the bottom right, in the blue, we have a GSL champion. His ID is jjakji. jjakji. And there is a shot of him now. Always looking pretty collected. In the upper right, his opponent defeating Slayer's Boxer. Can he defeat jjakji? His ID is Slayer's GanZI.
Okay. So, TVT, this map, of course, a lot of you may recognize this is one of the new ladder maps. I'm really, really glad that GSL put this in. This, so far for me, has been a very fun map to play on. I'm looking forward to seeing how TVT actually looks on this map. You know, I feel like this is such an excellent map for taking 3 bases so easily. In fact, I just know it is. It's a sick map for that taste because they're all on the high ground. They're all really close to each other. Not that hard to defend it all at once.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now note that GanZI did go for gas first.
Indeed, he did.
So we could see Banshee's cloak.
jjakji, on the other hand, looks like he's gearing up for just a 1 barracks expansion. It's a very strong build that we see quite often in the matchup. Really, all of them.
All right, the SCV now moving out here. So the first scout will be coming from jjakji. Now, note that it doesn't look like GanZI was very interested in covering his ramp.
Yeah.
So if jjakji is paying close attention, he will get in there and identify that the gas has been taken very soon.
When he sees the speed of that factory, for sure, he's going to be like, what?
Yeah.
That factory's so
Whoa,
quick.
whoa.
He's got it just for a wall.
Yeah, he was looking for just the depot and the barracks.
Wow, that's a bit of a mistake there, I have to say, because not knowing where your opponent is or what he's doing, he could have gotten in there and seen exactly what was going on, had a ton of intel. But as is,
you know, it's funny.
He has almost none.
We haven't seen, at least I haven't seen that scouting pattern since like old school StarCraft 1.
No, I know.
When Protosses would just always scout the entrance
I know.
to see. And then I remember I used to do that, and then the Terrans started making their barracks next to their command center, and I had to change that.
Yeah, I remember when Protosses used to start doing that, Tasteless. When I was playing practice games, just to show them they couldn't, I just wouldn't wall in.
Yeah.
And then once they scout me again, then I'd go down and wall in because they think they could rush me. No, Tasteless.
So here, check the vision. Did jjakji actually check the ramp at the upper left too? Just the ramp?
Wait a minute, you didn't even check that.
Really?
jjakji, I don't quite get his scouting here. It's a little bit weird, a little bit off.
Here, double check on his vision. Are we sure he didn't see anything? He might have just turned around.
He didn't even go up the ramp.
What?
Yeah, now he's finally going up the ramp.
Oh man, I am so confused right now.
There he goes. And he's like, oh, nothing here. I guess I better check further in. Nope, nothing there. Okay. And now he thinks it's bottom left, which, I mean, that is, thinking your opponent is exactly opposite of where they are.
He's going to the upper right.
Oh, okay.
Well, this has been a bumpy game for jjakji so far.
Oh, you know what? I think GSL set it so you can't start bottom right, bottom left. In fact, now, yeah.
Uh-oh.
That must be what it is.
We are stupid. Okay.
Well, no, on the ladder, it's not like that.
Yeah. But we didn't know that. All right,
We're
so
smart, Tasteless. Take it back.
we are really smart. I take it all back. All right, so the Banshee's on the way here. And a nice scan here will reveal everything that's going on.
Yeah, a reactor on that factory is kind of interesting by GanZI. We don't know exactly what he wants to do with that, whether that's going to be some Hellions or that's just going to be an add-on for another building.
Oh, he saw just a little bit of a blip there.
Yeah, Marines walked right by that Banshee. Banshee coming in now. Only a few Marines
Can he control his army well enough?
This is another map without a huge amount of area on the side to actually kite with.
Yeah. Goes in again, gets it into the red, excuse me.
jjakji going.
jjakji's just not phased whatsoever. Oh, he wants to catch the Banshee.
Yes, he does. Oh, a lot of Hellions.
Oh, he's going to get it!
Uh-oh, beautiful move by jjakji. He is so patient. In the meantime, GanZI is coming down the map. He has a decent number of Marines right now, and he is rallying out reactor Hellions.
Yeah.
And,
well, we'll see.
You know, combat shield's already up for jjakji, though, and jjakji, you know, he does have a couple reactors building. So if this attack doesn't hit pretty soon and pretty hard, the attack probably won't end up doing very much at all.
All right, so the Marines are out here now on the map. You got to be careful. jjakji might be safer at home. Letting, GanZI try to attack into it.
Yeah, he saw the reactor going up on the factory, but he doesn't know for sure that that was for the factory. Oh, I like this little harassment, Tasteless. GanZI just landing a single Viking trying to draw units back. Maybe get a few kills here and there. No real damage to himself. I really like that. All right, so we have
moving in here again.
Hellions numbers 5 and 6 are coming. Still trying to draw units off to the side. Oh my god, GanZI in a line! A lot of splash damage dealt right there. But GanZI pulls back.
Now, jjakji does have a bit of an economic lead here against GanZI.
Now, by the way, GanZI getting Blue Flame and going mech. He has decided to add more factories, and he's going to make a lot of Hellions.
All right, as you can see here, actually, it's an interesting stat at the bottom of our screen. I love what we've done here to improve the show.
Oh, wow.
All right, as you can see, jjakji still maintaining the slightest economic lead, a little bit of a higher SCV count. And now we're going to have the Hellion drop, and this is where GanZI could get a lead, or he could get very behind if he doesn't do anything effective with this.
That's right. He also has those Hellions off on the side that we see right there, so he's getting ready to hit 2 places at once. When all the units go into the main, he's going to want to run into the natural, and Blue Flame is about to finish as well, so he's waiting for that upgrade very smartly.
Yeah, it's about 5 seconds away from completing.
And if he can do a decent amount of damage with this, jjakji is going to be in a lot of trouble, and in fact, jjakji out of position with his army right now. GanZI can't quite know that, but he's going for it, and this is great timing.
All right, he's doing it. He's dropping the Blue Flame Hellions over here, taking out a lot of SCVs.
Only leaving a couple in there to deal with the Marines.
Actually, if he gets that medevac, is it stuck? I think it's actually stuck
for now, man. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like marooned over in that location on the map. All right, here comes the other attack.
No concussive shells quite yet, so the Hellions still can do some damage in here.
He's doing a good amount. Not as much as I think he would have wanted to. Actually, overall, that attack was a failure.
Yeah,
look
he's
at
killed
this
9 SCVs
ninja
total.
Medevac.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but he's got to be careful. Oh, man, this is like so hard to survive.
Yeah.
And
my God.
Back to where he started.
You know what? At this point, I think I make a Viking. Oh, yeah, he has a Viking in mind. There you go. So, right now, GanZI, he's getting Cloak. He's getting his Banshees out. He's going for his mech. How will jjakji deal with this? Because we saw the way Slayer's Boxer dealt with it when GanZI went mech. But GanZI's going to, be keen onto that if that were to happen again. You
can't do the same thing that Slayer's Boxer did, that's for sure.
Yeah,
that's only going to work once, especially in a day like this.
Indeed. Well, jjakji right now, of course, up in supply. He's keeping his macro going. He hasn't lost too many SCVs yet, which is very important. In the meantime, GanZI getting ready for it, taking another base. He's getting his 3rd factory as well. His siege mode is almost done, and when that finishes up, he's going to be pretty darn safe.
All right, well, the Banshee's doing a good job killing off some SCVs. No real response from jjakji just yet. Stimming these 2 Marines is the first one. Oh, you're serious?
Oh, gets it. Wow, very well done.
Right, meanwhile, the other expansion, the Banshee continuing to do a lot of damage here.
Don't forget here, any SCVs he kills are going to become better and better for him. Because, you know, jjakji right now is trying to take that 3rd base, which means that he needs a lot of SCVs around to saturate all his bases. 18 SCVs have been killed now. He's doing a great job of reducing the SCV counts of his opponent here, and that's something that you kind of need with Marine Marauder. You need to have enough SCVs to get all sorts of bases all over the place. Yeah,
it's actually GanZI in the lead here with 69 SCVs to the 56 SCVs of jjakji, excuse me. Well, now, if he catches this mech army out of position, it could be huge. The siege tanks are not in siege mode.
And he's kind of going for it. And kind of nice concave there, but he's got to be careful because of all those blue flames. And, oh my god, all the Marines are in the front there.
I know. I saw that. I was scared for a second.
Yeah. Plus one blue flame Hellion's going to do pretty decent against that. Well, similar supplies right now. Of course, as we said before, GanZI does have a slight SCV lead. His defense is pretty solid thus far. 3 base versus 3 base as of now.
Right, the medevac is now moving out. He's going to probably maneuver around here. There are a lot of little openings here that he could drop at. GanZI is a little bit late with his turrets, but looks like jjakji wants to play a little bit of a safer game. In fact, this is like the sickest timing ever.
Oh, wow. Sickest anti-time is more like it. Well, that Marauder will die in about 2 minutes from all the
yeah, Marauders
Hellions.
take forever to kill with Hellions.
Yeah. Well, right now, GanZI has a great defense. There's not any real way that jjakji can break in easily. Now, of course, that one weak area is that little tiny strip of land between the natural and the 3rd base. And hold the phone. I'll explain in a second here. This is actually pretty important.
And is he going to get enough? Actually, you know, if it was 1 or 2 more shots off, he would have killed a considerable amount more.
Yeah, indeed. But, you know, that little thin area, Marauders can hit from the low ground. So you got to be really careful with how you have everything set up. In fact, I'm a little bit nervous for GanZI because he does not have even a single Raven. And, you know, that point defense drone is something quite important for dealing with huge Marauder armies.
All right, the siege tanks are will have run siege now. You can see he's debating pushing out. He's at a very high supply count. The turret, by the way, did burn down that the Marine was attacking at before he suicided into the siege tanks.
3-2 upgrades on the way for jjakji, taking his 4th base right now, just keeping his map control up. There are some Blue Flame Hellions out, though. He's doing a great job of sneaking Blue Flames around, because here's the thing. If you can just continually do harassment damage with it, minerals don't matter to the mech player. It's all based upon the gas. So you can use a lot of your minerals for harassments like this.
And here we go again, going right for the SCVs. Not the best angle here.
In fact, attacking a lot of Marauders.
Yeah, very peculiar decision making here. Now he's attacking the right thing, the SCVs.
Yes. And I love moves like this, Stasis. Trading some of your minerals as a mech player for some minerals of the bio player is just so smart.
Well, you said it really well, Artosa.
Yeah.
The gas matters to the mech player. The minerals matter a lot more to the Marauder player.
They have to mass produce mineral-heavy
units. You can lose all Hellions all day. You're really just trying to make as many tanks.
Oh, and he scans the
Oh my god!
Huge move by jjakji. And a good runaway time.
Talk about snap reflexes.
Seriously,
my god.
This guy is like a rubber band.
As you can see, it looks like, once again, GanZI is trying to move out, leapfrogging with the siege tanks.
And, oh my god, this is like really interesting that jjakji is actually going to be the one who's making a Raven. You know, Raven is something you really want with your mech composition, but he's going for a Raven. Whereas GanZI is not. That's really weird. All right, so GanZI right now has 7 Vikings and a Banshee. There's 9 medevacs, a Raven, and a Viking out for jjakji. Taking the 4th base.
Here we go again. Stim.
And he is, oh man.
He's doing a lot of damage to those siege tanks.
Good runaway, good runaway.
Yeah, really good runaway, actually.
You know, I got to hand it to jjakji. He's playing very, very well, but GanZI is being safe enough right now. Absolutely safe enough.
It looks like, due to the size of this map, jjakji's decided that he can actually just stem, run in, run away, stem, run in, run away, until he's whittled him down. Oh.
So this Raven was for point defense drone to stop turrets. This is so cool, but he's going right into sensor tower range. Does GanZI see it? GanZI doesn't seem to. Oh, he does see it now. He's going for it. And here we go. Point defense drone coming up. But all the units coming back, so this is not going to be effective.
Yeah, actually kind of
Not even a little bit.
bungled attack there.
But he's spinning around to the fourth
going
base.
over the other base.
And
He's
that's
moving
so
to the
smart.
top. Hellion's going around, going for the planetary.
Can he save it? He needs to repair. Seajank's just coming out and
He gets it. Beautiful.
jjakji, a beautiful snipe right there. But he's spent a lot to kill that all up. GanZI has a lot more supply right now.
Yeah, there could be a timing attack where GanZI could just go all the way down to across the map and do this.
Still more and more blue flame aliens from GanZI running around. The supplies are getting more and more similar, but these units are very badly hurt, and in fact, the medevac count is very low for jjakji at this point, at only 3.
He's gonna group up for an attack. Oh, but Siege Mode's already there.
Uh-oh, it looks like GanZi's push should be able to kill off jjakji here.
All right, that turret died pretty. The auto turret died pretty fast. He's just trying to get a few more here. Note the Vikings once again always gunning down the medevacs.
Well, I tell you, man, GanZI has already re-expanded to his 4th, so while jjakji's trying to get a 5th base up, he is pretty well contained right now.
Yeah.
This is not a great position for him to be in. The siege tanks, though, are really spread out. So actually, jjakji may be able to remove just the front siege tanks here.
All right, here he comes, the Marauders. So many of them spilling forward and getting so many of those siege tanks. He's driven out the initial bolt.
Indeed, but his bank is dried up and his supply is diminished. 134 supply to 168. GanZI in the lead there.
Another drop on the way over here. He wants to distract reinforcements so he can remake more Marines and Marauders and then push through, break off the second half of those siege tanks. Here they come now. They're moving up.
And a little drop at the natural. The turret just so helpful here. Taking out those medevacs is huge.
Nice, getting the sentry tower as well.
GanZI having to bring some units back.
And as you can see, he's going to get the, I guess the Vikings weren't necessary. He got the medevac anyways.
This was a risky move right now by GanZI. Without his Vikings over his siege tanks, this was an opportunity that if somehow jjakji knew, he could have dropped on the siege tanks and really done a lot of damage, but as is, looks like GanZI will get back in time. He is up by about 40 supply as well. So this is getting really ugly for jjakji.
Yeah, you know, jjakji started out strong, but this is the same reason why Artosis and I believe that mech is an overall better way to play the game. Invest into the late game.
You know, if you
hold up attacks early on.
If you don't really catch them off guard like Slayer's Boxer did, the mech army is just so much more cost efficient. As we see, GanZI just continuing to push forward, and this army of jjakji just should never end up winning.
And now he's pushed into where the production facilities are. We might actually see one more failed attempt to break free here from jjakji, and then we might just see GG.
Well, he's going around the long way to try to drop out some Marauders and pick some units off. Cute little move right there. By the way, that Banshee's up to 21 kills. That's with his army. It's the epitome of cost efficiency.
All right, this is what an end of a game looks like to me. SCV's coming out here. They are going to be toasted by this.
Can he remove every single siege tank here? jjakji still has a lot of command centers, but his supply is going down to nothingness.
Yep.
And it looks like GanZI going to take the first game. GG.
Damn. Well played by GanZI.
Yeah, man. He played pretty spectacularly, actually. You know, his harassments did little bits of damage here and there. He continued to work on the SCV count to deprive minerals of jjakji, to lessen the amount of Marines and Marauders and SCVs and command centers he could have, and then eventually just rolled him over with a superior unit composition. Very well played. jjakji is a great player, man, but GanZI definitely outplayed him there.
Yeah, jjakji just invests into the late game, which I think is what most good players should do. And, you know, once you get a big enough mech army, as much finesse as you have with Marines and Marauders, at the end of the day, I mean, when you have 16 tanks, 20 tanks sieged up and well-positioned, you can't really
seriously
dance your way around that.
He made enough turrets, enough sensor towers that he was never caught out of position, the mech player, GanZI. And as long as he had enough Vikings sitting around and he didn't get caught off guard with something crazy, he's going to end up winning, man. And that's the way it is if you want to go Marine Marauder against mech.
Well, we're going to go
You can't just stay Marine Marauder forever.
No, you cannot. We're going to go on to game number 2 here, and I'm really curious to see if we're going to see the same bio play from jjakji, because I want to see some mech, or at least Marine tanks, and then get forced into both doing that at the same time. But again, Marine Marauder not always as effective.
Yeah.
And maybe not always worth it. He should have maybe even gone Marine Marauder early on and then just switched into mech.
Yeah,
you can do that.
That's actually, you can switch into mass siege tanks with that. That is absolutely correct, Aces. Well, we're definitely going to have to see some siege tanks on this next map because it's going to be, I guess we're not going to show it, Antigua Shipyard.
Antigua Shipyard. By the way, I love our new set.
Yeah.
It is totally badass. Totally cool. It'll be another Terran versus Terran here. Game number 2, jjakji against GanZI. Now, jjakji wasn't playing very well, but eventually he was with a unit composition, in a position on the map that just didn't allow, no matter how good you are, to win.
Yeah.
So we'll see if something different comes up here.
I mean, there's not really any way that he could have played specifically that unit combination any better. He played it very well. He did some great moves. Was not enough. Hopefully this game we will see some siege tanks at the minimum.
Yeah.
Out of jjakji. Or he might be sent packing, man. We'll see.
We'll
of course,
see.
GanZI definitely a player that can and will go Marine siege tank as well.
So get ready as the game has loaded. Game number 2, jjakji against GanZI. Last game, Marine Marauder against Siege Tank Hellion. Let's see what this game looks like now as it has loaded. Will jjakji come back with a 2-0? Or is GanZI going to end this with a 2-0? We're going to find out.